To the hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop, you don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat.
I'm not gonna hold you up too much. I just kind of wanted to say thank you for coming out and maybe talk a little bit about what hip hop means to me, at least. And so hip hop, to a lot of folks on the surface, is really just music, right? You have a rapper, you have a beat, and that's really all there is to it. But it's a lot more than that. Hip hop is much deeper than that. Now, in many ways, it's a matter of perspective. Okay, so for some folks, hip-hop today is just the MC. It's just maybe Waka Flocka Flame, it could be a Little John to some people, that could be your version of hip-hop. That's okay, in some respects. I might argue that, but that's okay. For me, I'm a 90s guy. I'm a 90s baby big time. So my hip-hop is Nas, it's Biggie, it's Tupac, it's a Tribe Called Quest, it's Busta Rhymes. It's some names that folks may not have heard of, or may have heard of. But for me, I got immersed in hip-hop when I came across the movement, okay? And for some folks, it's before that. It's Cool Herc, it's Africa Bambaataa, and folks that you may hear about as we go on, as the night continues. But for me, it was the movement. It was this idea of things that are occurring in the world that we don't know about. Dr. Michael Eric Dyson once said, the cameras don't show up in Chicago or Aurora the same way they do in Newtown, or another sort of privileged city. And so hip-hop allowed that avenue for us to see and hear and learn what was really going on. And so for me, that's where the stories came in from an artist like Nas, or an artist like Biggie, and folks like that were really speaking to me, speaking truth for folks who came sort of from a similar environment and could relate to that kind of background. And so I'm excited that you all are here today to really learn about hip-hop and what it really means and what it really is from some fantastic artists up here who really live this 24/7, 365. So thank you all again. I'm going to turn it back over to Mary and Fedrice. Hope you all have a good time tonight.
We got Mr. Lyrical. Give it up for your whole time. Right here. Just so you know, you almost lost your braces. I picked it up for you. That's about $10 each time I pick it up for you. So, Mr. Lyrical is an educator, a math teacher. But I remember back in the day, you used to get down to hip hop, which you still do. And I think the graffiti artist here, which Naira's gonna tell you later, he had a friend of his that you used to teach. That's crazy.
For me, like 90s hip hop is very important to me. Actually, late 80s hip hop is still important to me. You know, the start of the golden era, people like Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, people like that, and yeah, definitely into the Nas and the J and that era. Yeah, that pretty much did it for me.
Hold the back and let her take control. She on the floor, I ain't even going over there. Cause I know that she's got a all the care. In the girl, she don't even have one. Hold the microphone, yo, I might pass one. To a man over here, someone over there. Living in a village, everybody is even more prepared. And me on the top of this, up to this metropolis. Lyrical law, I'm the Acropolis. That's the Acropolis, I said it like Greek. Rather drop the time, I never need to speak. I can't compete with the dancing, so I'm gonna move to the side of the cycle so I can bring the answer. I see the man with the yellow and the A, the bitch. Rappers wanna come over here and act. But I'm a switch, turn the pitch up a notch. Let the people know I bounce like hot scotch. But I'm feeling this, no getting this. Off the top, no, there's no hitting this. So I'm gonna pass this mic to a person with no rehearsing off the top of my head in your cursive. That's the way the flow's free. Never move the L's and ride the R, the I of the C. A-L, speak so well, speak so well, it eats himself. Oh.
just to say a few words about Dutch. She's Haitian born. First of all, just clap it up just for that. Because I'm a Haitian born. I'm gonna just say something if I say it one time. No. So that she's an MC, and she recently released a project called Rebel's Diaries, and right now it's hot right now. She also was nominated to be in the top 10 for Freshman of the Year. I don't know if y'all know about Freshman of the Year magazine. That's a pretty big deal. Y'all can clap it up for that one.
For me, I was about 9. I want to say I was about 9. I was really into like reggae, dancehall reggae, as I said, I'm Asian, so you know, my father and my mother weren't playing hip hop when I was like, so I was into mostly reggae, and I have an older brother who lived in Florida, and he would play all this like rap, like Goody Mob and like Pastor Troy and like down south rap, and I was kind of liked it. And then I don't know if you guys remember when they used to send CDs to your house, like 5 CDs in a little box, and I got the Fugees album. And I heard Lauryn Hill and Rod Digger going back and forth on the record while I was like supposed to be cleaning my house, and I was like, yo, I think I could do that. And that was pretty much it. I remember it like it was yesterday, so that was it. Take this mic. What up? Take this mic. What up? What up? What up? I keep it OG up. Got my head high, kicking both feet up. Eating with my team, no they don't see it up. Trying to butt heads, I get no beef up. Getting work from dessert like a dry cleaners. Shout out to Salem State, we feeling great. Thank you for having me on the plate. Had the cheese and the crackers on the side. That was gold, that was fine. Shout out to Sherrod, really I am. We in the paper and we kicking in bars. Shout out to students, y'all the future superstars. Shout out to Judy in the middle doing things. Yeah, doing big swinging. Yeah, we just giving them the ball. Shout out to everybody that's been who you are. And we gonna pass it to the right, to the left, and you're right. Yo, Sherrod, get it back.
We got a homie that I went to high school with. He's on the turntable. Jay Andre McCall. Give it up for him. We went to high school together. When I met him, I saw the dreads. I was like, I don't like him. But not you, of course. I love your dreads. What you talking about? I love your dreads. I just didn't like his dreads. But now I like it because he's a good friend.
I'm different because I'm a musician, so at the age of 5, I was banging on pots and pans. I was one of them kids. I was a drummer first, so I came up into hip-hop with the instruments.
That's a big part of hip-hop, as we all know. We have James Morrow. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, he is the founder and artistic director of James Morrow movement. His movement has become a fusion of modern, contemporary, and urban dance styles. His choreography can be seen in various companies throughout the U.S. and internationally. Just to name a few companies that he's worked with. The Joel Hall Brothers, Deeply Rooted Productions, Long's Civic Ballet, and many others. There's so many, I just don't want to overtell you because I'm telling you, you guys want to do it. So we want to give it up for him one more time.
I got introduced to b-boying. I think in the early 80s, there was a movie that my mom wanted to go see, and she took me because she couldn't get a babysitter, and it was a movie called Flashdance, and I was sitting in the theater watching Flashdance, and the opening credits were just ridiculous. There were these guys doing these moves that I'd never seen before, and I was hooked. The moment I saw that movie, I was just like, what is this? I want to do that. I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
I'm just burning on me. Say what? Say what? B, what's up? He calling you. You're not calling me out. You know I'm killing you. He looking at you the way. Say what? Say, hold on, somebody hold my mic.
Boston-based contemporary artist who uses the urban landscape around him as a direct inspiration for the bizarre world that he creates through his art. With a bachelor's degree and an associate's degree in illustration and a background in design and fine art, Ian combines many skills and techniques to paint his dreams, from the abstract to the scary to the surreal and so on. Well, I mean, just from that, I think that you guys need to give him another round of applause. Absolutely, I don't know if you guys can notice it by walking in, but it is surreal. And also, we want to give him another round of applause because, we recently found out that he recently got married. So.
I was a little bit of a late bloomer, actually. I didn't really get into hip-hop until I graduated high school, kind of. But I've always been an artist, and I always thought graffiti was kind of awesome, and that there's something so captivating about a form of art that isn't on a canvas, it's on a wall, it's in your face. So I was in love with that, and then I started kind of dabbling in painting walls and stuff, and I didn't like super fall into hip-hop until basically a bunch of local hip-hop cats kind of were into my art, and they kind of introduced themselves, and they're like, oh, graffiti, hip-hop, and I was like, oh yeah, like, that's cool. I mean, I listened to Eminem in high school, which is kind of embarrassing now, but I'm full in now. I think the hip-hop lifestyle culture is probably awesome. My favorite thing about it is that it's probably the most diverse kind of culture there is, in that you can be anybody and hip-hop can kind of grab you and take you. And I like that. When I was in high school, I was into a lot of subcultures: skateboarding, punk, hip-hop, kind of metal. And the one culture that kind of took me and grabbed me, and like everybody I knew who was into that culture was like just super nice to me. And all the other cultures were like, well, yeah, I mean, you're kind of cool, but like you don't have spikes, or you can't do a kickflip or whatever. But hip-hop, it was like, oh, you'll get better. I was like, oh, yeah, sick. So, hip-hop kind of fell in love with me just as much as I fell in love with it. So it's kind of like a give and take, I'm down with that.
The crowd buster, 5 times duster, for the rain cold breeze like a guster.
the shade got so much. The boy wonder if they any other than they does think not all with the thunder. I'm like the beat farewell to the one before me. Like a forget.